Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to all of you. My name is Ahmed Iqbal and my matrix number is 208198. My partner Nur Shafiqah Husna, the matrix number is 206203, and Muhammad Izzat and his matrix number is 207563. We present to all of you about our microprocessor project SMARTongkat progress. So let's go. So for the methodology, we have 3 inputs and 2 outputs in total. So we have the first is the heart rate sensor, and then the infrared sensor or the IR sensor, and then we have the button. And for the output, we have LCD and the buzzer. So next, this is the flowchart for the heart rate sensor. The heart rate sensor will detect the heart pulse and it will analyze the heart pulse criteria. After that, it will display the message. Next, for the infrared sensor, the IR sensor will sense the obstacles. If the obstacle is detected, then the buzzer will be on. If not, the buzzer will be off. Next, this is for the overall system. We have the button and the IR sensor as the input, and the output is for the buzzer. The button, we will trigger the buzzer manually, and then with the heart rate sensor as the input, the output is the LCD that will display the message of the healthiness of the user from the cane that we're going to propose. So this is a little bit about our progress. On 8th of June 2022, we did some research about the working principles and application of the heart rate pulse sensor and the infrared sensor. And then on 11th of June, we discussed about the location to buy the sensors and the prices that we need to complete our project. Then on 13th of June, we bought the sensors and found and explored the datasheets of the sensors. And 14th of June, we attempt to code the program for IR sensor and the buzzer. So a little bit about our components. The left one is the heart rate sensor or pulse sensor. It used to measure pulse wave by emitting red or infrared light from the body surface. Then it will detect the change in the blood flow during the heartbeats as a change in the amount of light transmitted to the body. Next, in the middle, we can see the IR sensor. So when the IR transmitter emits radiation, it reaches the object and some of the radiation reflects back to the IR receiver. Thus, it can detect both movement and the distance of the object. Next, for the buzzer, when a voltage is applied across the 2 electrodes, the piezoelectric material mechanically deforms. So, this movement of the piezo disc within the buzzer creates the sound. So this is a little bit about our program coding. This is for the IR sensor and the buzzer, but unfortunately our coding attempt failed and the program did not work as intended. This is the from 14th of June 2022 of coding. So what are the expectations for our future progress? Start from 15th of June 2022. So of course, the first thing first, we will continue finishing the program for the infrared sensor and the buzzer. Next, we will continue with coding the program for the heart rate sensor and the 16x2 LCD. So the last thing is, if the time is sufficient, we might try to combine the infrared sensor as the input with the both buzzer and the 16x2 LCD as the output. So before this, you can see that the IR sensor and the button will work with buzzer only, but the IR sensor, maybe if the time is sufficient, we will combine the IR sensor also with both buzzer and the LCD as output. So maybe when the IR sensor sense any obstacle object in front of it, it will trigger the buzzer and display on the LCD a warning message for the user. So I think that's all for our progress for SMARTongkat microprocessor project. That's all for me. Thank you.